Welcome to the third tutorial in JavaScript, guys, and today we're going to talk about variables in the JavaScript. Now, what are variables? Variables are actually the name of any placeholder or value holder, actually, truth be told. So, for example, let's just say x, and it says x is equal to 5. Alright, so what I do is, now this is a variable. Why is it variable? Because it's not fixed. X is not fixed. X can be changed. X can be 6 also. If I just say x, I have 5 what pen. Alright, I have 5 pens. Alright, and if I say I have x pens, now this always says, this line, first line always says I have 5 pens, but this says I have 5 pens at this point. But if I change it to 6, this will say I have 6 pens, but this will always say I have 5 pens. Alright, so this is variable. This value of x can be changed, so every place wherever x is used, its value will be changed. So that's why it's a variable, and these guys are important because we don't always need a fixed value. We always need a variable. Most of the time we need variables. So let's just see how we create variables in JavaScript. Okay, and to create variables in JavaScript, just type the word var and whatever the name of that variable is, for like x, and assign it to some value. Alright, now to print this variable, we again do document dot write parenthesis. Now we don't need quotation marks for this. We can just write num in this and it will print as it is. And you can also see this, I'm not using semicolon here, neither here, because semicolons is not important. Alright, even though if you put it, it's nothing wrong in it, but it's not necessary to put semicolons, right, in the JavaScript programming. So if you are programming in C++ or Java, those are must things, because they won't work without it. So let's just save this and Control S to save it, and run this in the Chrome, and you can see it prints 5 because the value of num is 5. Let's just remove this semicolon. Let me show you guys that this semicolon is not important. Save it and run in Chrome, and you can see that 5 is shown. Now 5 is the integer value. Alright, in place of 5 I can write a float value too, like 5 point decimal value is 5.35. Alright, and it will show you the float value too, that is 5.345. Alright, and this is a float value, and before that 5 was integer value. Another thing it takes is a boolean, that is true or false, sorry, and let's just save it and run in the Chrome. You can see it will print true, alright, or false. Alright, you can see, save it, run in the Chrome, and you can see false. Now let me just type any value. Alright, let's just say I write coders. Alright, save it and run, and it won't show you any output because the word coders is a string value. Now what is a string is actually it's like a words. It's not just first letter or the last letter, it's the complete word. and for assigning that to a variable you have to put this word into quotation marks. Now let's just save this and run this again, and you will see that this chorus word is printed. But we didn't need that for true and false, because that true and false make this num value as a boolean, and anything other than this true and false will make it a string, and for string you need quotation marks. Now if I print true in here, now it is not a boolean. The var num is not a boolean, it's just a string which have true as its string value. Let's just save it and run in the Chrome, and you can see true. Alright, but it doesn't make it boolean. For boolean this is not needed. Alright, so this will show you guys true. So these are the different variables. One is integer, another is float, or we call it double, or another is string, and last one is boolean. Boolean just have two values, that is true or false. Integers are all the integers, positive or negative, without decimals, and double, which is every number in a real line, and string, definitely a word or a sentence or whatever it is. So I just show you guys string as a word. It can be a sentence. Alright, like my aim is to eat tonight. Alright, I just Control S and launch in the Chrome, and you can see the whole of the sentence is printed. My aim is to eat tonight. So that's about the variables, and I showed you guys 4 different variables. And how else can you use variables? Alright, let's just say my age is. Alright, we create another variable. Let's just say var age is equal to 23. Alright guys, and let's just say age. Now why we use plus sign is to display this variable and display this variable just after the variable num. Alright, so these both have to be displayed. So for that you use plus sign between, and let's just save it and let's just run it in the Chrome, and you can see my age is 23. Alright, so that's all about variables. Thanks for watching guys, and in the next tutorial I might talk about the operators which we can use with these variables. So stay tuned for that tutorial, and thanks for watching guys.